Hey guys, this is 681 Shadow. Welcome to another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle on Global. And I want to do a video on the World Tournament. I haven't done a World Tournament video in a long time for Dokkan, but I wanted to show you guys the strategy I'm doing to go through 30 times difficulty on the World Tournament here. And this is not like a full-on whale strategy, so I feel like this would be useful for some people, because I know there's people like myself who don't have a lot of the really good characters. Like, for example, I do not own LR Broly. So doing this is definitely a bit of a struggle. And also this does work out with the redstone it's out right now, because the AoE unit that I run on my team is the EZA Broly. But I'm going to take a friend LR Broly, not that one though. Here, Extremist here, let's find... Okay, we'll take this rainbow one, because it just popped up. But this is the team I'm running. I'm running Janemba as lead, although if you have the tech transforming Frieza, I would recommend him more, just so everyone can have a leader skill boost, but it's not actually required really. But Janemba as a lead, and then I have my EZA Broly here, which at the moment he has just one dupe. I put it in the top left path for some reason. I think I got the dupe back before I knew that bottom right was a better path. So whenever I get another dupe of him, I'll definitely be putting that into bottom right. But he does have crit. He has additional, which is awesome. So there he is there, and then I have both physical Goku Black and STR Rose for key support. So ideally, I'll have one of the Goku Blacks with one of the Brolys on both rotations. And then lastly, I have Jocko and Chaozu here. Now, you guys have probably heard about these units at some point, but both of them have the passive skill, May Stun All Enemies, which means they'll stun every enemy on the field for the first turn that they're in battle, which is really good. So I bring them so that I can use less items, and then for my items, I just have, in case I have to get hit somehow, Ghost Usher and King Yama, and then if I'm somehow short key, I have Fruit of the Tree of Might and these battle armors, which I think we got during the 3-year anniversary. So I'm going to go in here. I'll go through a full tournament run here, and we'll see what happens. But this should go well for us. And this will actually be our 20th. This will be my 20th consecutive win if we go through this all well. Okay, he's going to battle us. Actually, I didn't look at our rotation. Our rotations are okay here. We have Jocko here, and we have Broly and Rose. Now this isn't the best thing ever, because the other Broly is over there, is on the 7th slot. If he was in the if he was in the second rotation there, then these rotations would be perfect. But we got a bit of work to do, which is fine. Now here we got the Ultra Super, which actually that was not the best option for me whatsoever. But because we're in the preliminary, it doesn't matter too much that we got the Ultra Super. We should still be able to take out this guy's team in one turn, because, as I'm sure you guys know, LR Broly gets a guaranteed additional super whenever he gets a super attack. So he'll get the single target one here, then he'll get the additional as a he'll get the additional as a 12 key, which is his AoE. So yeah, so ultimately with this strategy, you should be able to get through 30 times. I've had really no issues with this team. Like, sure, physical Goku Black doesn't get a leader skill whatsoever, but it's still helpful to the fact that it's still helpful because he's able to just provide a lot for the team. And ultimately, if you have, I'm going to say, though, if you have Turles, I would honestly run maybe like a Movie Boss's team or something along those lines for this, because that can also be very helpful. So here, because Chaozu's on the rotation, I'm just gonna get orbs ready here for when the Brolys come back, so that we can get a super attack with them. So let's do that, and then I'll bring down this orb so that we have these orbs ready for the Brolys. And we're not gonna take any damage here because we do have Chaozu stunning everyone. And Janemba gets a super attack, so that's cool, I guess. Although it shouldn't matter too much, because we've got these Brolys here. Alright, so I'm going to get these so we don't get too much key with the LR Broly, because you don't want to get the 18 key super. Like, we saw that in the first fight, but you really don't want to get that 18 key super. And I'll get these orbs with the EZA Broly, and then we'll take this guy out, and then we'll take out the next guy, and then we'll be done with the preliminary. Alright, we're only a bit less than 5 minutes into the video here, so we are making pretty good time. Yeah, the Jocko and the Chaozu, they're actually so helpful. Like, sure, they're SRs that are awakened to SSR, but like they still help a lot with being able to actually get through this and not take any damage. Because you don't want to have to spend all your time in tournament using all your items, because it's counterproductive. You want to try to get through as fast as you can. And I think with the stunners, that's honestly the best way to do it. The only time I have to use items is if I actually have to. Like if the stunners aren't on the rotation, I need to either Ghost Usher or Double King Yama, or if the or if I'm short key because the key on the field is not in my favor, then I will definitely do that. Then I'll definitely what is it? Yeah, then I'll definitely use a Fruit of the Tree of Might or one of the Saiyan Battle Armors. So now here, yep, I definitely have enough key. And I'm not gonna get this whole the whole thing of orbs over there because I don't want Broly getting the 18 key super. So Broly, I just gave Broly the one orb there. So with that, we'll be done with the preliminary, and we can move on to the quarterfinal. And it's really good for me to be doing this now as well because we did get the redstone on we did get the redstone about 2 days ago. So with that, if you don't have EZA Broly, or if I think I'm gonna do another video on the redstone, but I think if you want to try to do good in the tournament now, get that Broly, farm up, get him to SA10, which shouldn't be too hard, and then farm up his medals farm up his medals on his event. That isn't too hard if you have the right units for it. And then you should be good with that. Alright, so let's go quarterfinal. It's the same strategy, really. We go for a Broly, we get an LR Broly friend, and then we go in. And we also hope to get a bonus chance because that would be really helpful. Alright, and then we'll be able to move before him. And for those of you who may not know the way the movement works, because in the World Tournament it shows you what numbers your opponents have. Okay, before I continue that here, because we're getting hit in front, and I don't want to risk that whatsoever, especially because we're on 30 times difficulty, I'm going to pop a Ghost Usher so that they don't hit us here. But yeah, for the movement on the map, it's always the lowest number moves first, and so you're able to see what your opponent, what the other people on the map have for their numbers to like the movement numbers. So you can sort of use that to strategize, which I think is pretty cool. I don't really use it to strategize too much because I really just want to fight all the people, especially in the preliminary. So it only really matters in the preliminary. It doesn't really matter in every other round because there's only one opponent in those other rounds. Yeah, but ultimately, I think this strategy is very good for free-to-play players. Not just free-to-play, but also people who aren't like whales and whatnot. All right, and I hit 15 million points. I want to try to definitely get to 30 million so that I can have get all the rewards. Because there we go, 15 million. I got some World Tournament ticket summons. All right, now semifinal. I do apologize for my coughing. But yeah, as you guys can see, this method is definitely very successful. Our first rotation there is not the best, but if the orbs are really good for us, we might actually be able to get a super attack with EZA Broly. I mean, either way, I don't have to worry about getting attacked because the opponents are definitely stunned here. And yeah, key is not looking good for us. I don't want to I don't want to use a bunch of items either. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to... Wait, hold on. Actually, is it going to fall how I want it to? Ooh, actually, we can get a super attack here. Okay. Alright, so we do get a super attack with the EZA Broly, which is actually pretty funny. And just sometimes you get lucky like that, and you're able to do this. I mean, there's an AGL that we might not be able to kill, but we'll see what happens. I do have some additional in him, so he can get an additional super. And also, ooh, but just to let you guys know as well, I'm pretty sure I should be summoning on the hit banner because there's just a lot of cool stuff that's going to be coming out on the hit banner. So I want to try to get my hands on that, especially the hit. The hit is looking really good, and because it's sort of like a universe survival saga thing, I'm sure there's probably gonna be well, I mean, on the banner thing in the news has UI Goku on, so he'll be on the banner, which I'd love to get dupes of him as well. And it's also gonna have, I think, it'll probably have some of the Universe Survival Saga units, which brings to my units I don't have, being Jiren, Super Saiyan Blue, Evolution Vegeta, and Android 17, which are all units I really want. So, but if I had to choose between them, I'd probably pick the 17 because of my Representatives Universe 7 category team. Because I mean, sure, like Evolution Blue Vegeta is really good on that team, but Android 17 is really like the most key unit after the leader. So here we have a Rose in the 7th slot, which is unfortunate here, but there might be enough key for Broly to do his thing. So let's look. Okay, we have a shot at having enough key. Let's do this. How much is that gonna be? All right, here I'll use a key item, and then and we should be able to we'll be able to get through this because there's no AGL types on this guy's team, and it actually has a lot of physical types, so we'll be able to beat this guy, and then that'll be our 20th in a row win, which is awesome. So I really do hope that this team strategy is useful for you guys. If you don't have the Jocko or the Chaozu, then I think they're definitely worth picking up. Well, not worth picking up, but like they're pretty common in summons, I would say. You don't have to SA raise them or anything, just have one, because they're not meant to attack. They're really only meant to do their passive, which is to stun the entire team. So yeah, because both of mine are SA1, I believe. No need to really raise their SA. And then Goku Black, if you're willing to buy that like $45 peel-off Trove pack with the blue stone, then I think you should pick up the Goku Black there. If you don't have Turles. If you have Turles, then Goku Black isn't really necessary. And then you could pick up the EZA Broly in the with the redstone. That was free to everyone. Alright, so I've won 21 tournaments, and then I've won 20 in a row, because I did die in one towards the beginning, which did suck. But hit 20 tournaments in a row, then we get 1 Elder Kai. So yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys definitely did benefit from this guide. I'll probably have some other videos out, like a definitive redstone guide. Like when I said you can get Broly from the redstone, that's only really if you really need him and if you have the other units, because just disclaimer, personally I don't think he's the most optimal unit to pick, and I'll talk about that in the redstone video, which will either come out today, the same day, or it'll come out tomorrow, one or the other. But anyways, this will be the end, guys. Thank you all for watching. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will see you all next time.